In this video, we are going to review how to find the area and perimeter of a triangle. For our vocabulary, we're going to remind ourselves that area is the space inside of a figure, while the perimeter is the distance around the outside, usually found by adding up all the side lengths together. Perimeter goes around the outside, area is in the middle. So first, let's review perimeter. Doesn't matter what the shape is, perimeter always works the same way. This is not true for area, but it is for perimeter. You always just add up the sides. The trick is making sure you don't forget any. And as you move on in math, sometimes you're going to find that you haven't been given all the sides, so you need to work to find them. We're not going to do very many problems like that, though. So for this rectangle, we're going to add up the 10 and the 17 and the 10 and the 17. So we'll do 10 plus 17 plus 10 plus 17. Many of you have probably learned this using various shortcuts in elementary school, different ways to add those numbers up. It doesn't really matter, you're just doing the same thing. No matter what way you do it, you should get 54. Same idea for the triangle. We're going to add the 7 and the 7 and the 9. And when we do that, we should get 23. So the perimeter of the rectangle was 54 units. The perimeter of the second rectangle was 23, or the second triangle was 23 units. Whenever you haven't been told what the shapes were measured in, you can just say units. Now let's talk about area. So area is always that shape in that space inside of a shape. And the way that we find it is different for different objects. So let's remember that if we were doing a rectangle, like for example, a 2 by 3 rectangle, you would find the area by saying 2 times 3 equals 6. Now, triangles can always be drawn as being part of a rectangle. So if we were to finish out the rectangle here, it's not always quite so easy to make them into a rectangle, but it does always work. You get a rectangle like this. And we could fill in those side lengths. So this one will be 9 and this one will be 4. And then we can see that the whole rectangle would be 9 times 4 gives you 36, but we only want half of it. We want half of it. So that would give us 18. And this rule always works this way. So we can say that in general, the area of a triangle is always the base times the height. That's like the 9 times the 4. And then divided by 2, because it's always half of a rectangle. Hopefully you spent some time in elementary school working to figure out how that formula works. Make sure you have that part written down, along with everything, of course, but that's especially important. And I almost forgot here that our 18, that should be 18 centimeters squared. Now, just as important is knowing that a base and a height must form a 90-degree angle from each other. And it's not always quite as easy as it was in the last problem. So let's look at this one, for example. Where do you think the base is? Well, it turns out that any of the sides could be the base. Often we kind of like to see it as being the bottom side. There's no particular reason why it needs to be that way, but we can do it that way for this time. Say that's the base. And then we need a height, and the height must make a 90-degree angle, and it also needs to connect to the opposite angle, sometimes called the opposite vertex. So I'm going to go ahead and do this in green. So first I'm going to identify what that opposite vertex is. That's the corner that's furthest away from what I've identified as my base. And then I need to draw a 90-degree line, a line that forms a 90-degree angle down to the base from that point. So when I do that, it's going to look right about like that, really close to that other angle, but not exactly, because it needed to form 90 degrees here. Then of course I need to know what those lengths are. So let's say that my base is 12 inches, and let's then say that the height is 8 inches. Then I can go ahead and use my formula. We remember that the area equals base times height divided by 2. Therefore, area equals 12 times 8 divided by 2, which would be 96 divided by 2. So that means the area is 48 inches squared. And notice that little squared there. That means that we're not measuring in lengths like this. We're measuring in something that's 2D. We're measuring an area, not a distance. All right, so I want you to pause now. I want you to try and sketch this triangle as best you can. And then I want you to try and identify a base and a height. There's a couple different ways you can do this. Try and figure out what's the base, what's the height. I'll show you the way I saw it in a moment. Okay, so there are 3 different ways we can do this. Once by using each of the sides as a base. So I could use this side as the base, or I could use this side, or I could use this side. Now, if you picked the first way, then in order to make a 90-degree angle all the way up to here, you would actually have to have your height coming down into space to make that 90-degree angle. And that's allowed. It's weird, but it's allowed. On the second one, you would also need to have your, because there's the opposite angle, in order to drop it down, it would also need to be out into space like that. Okay, but on the third one, that one you don't need to, because here's the angle, so the 90 degrees would just be right down the center like that. Any one of those works, so you just kind of want to look and see what numbers you're given. Let's go ahead and do the first way, just because I imagine that many of you thought about it that way. I'm going to erase the rest of these so I have room. Okay, so here's my base and my height. So we're going to say that the base is 4.5 feet and the height is 6 feet. Notice that I did not count any of this space in here, because that's not part of the base, right? And then we can use our formula. So we can say that area equals 4.5 times 6 divided by 2. When I do that, I get an area of 13.5. So that means that the area equals 13.5 feet. Okay, we've reached our practice problem. Please copy down this triangle and then find its area and perimeter.